So Tesla, as I mentioned, is a solution to the problem. Gasoline demand this summer in the United States, it dropped to levels that we have not seen since 1997. That's real demand destruction. And it couldn't have happened, we do not believe, without electric vehicles at the margin taking huge share from traditional automobiles. So
we have been hit hard as Tesla shareholders, which has caused many people to be frustrated with Elon Musk. And even though Elon has said on Twitter that Tesla will be great long-term, many Tesla investors still believe that he's taking Tesla to the ground by spending all of his time on Twitter. But now those problems might soon be going away. So we need to talk about the current Elon drama, as it's absolutely affecting Tesla stock. Now, I made a video a few weeks ago, which I'll put it up here for you guys, but I said that one of the main catalysts that's going to affect Tesla stock is going to be Elon stepping down as CEO of Twitter. Because unfortunately, things have been worse than I thought for Tesla. So I'm going to give you some thoughts on this, what it means for Tesla stock going forward, and I'm also going to be going over some economic data you need to know going into 2023. But before we do, all that I ask for you is to gently hit the like button. So with that being said, let's get into it. Now, two of the biggest problems for Tesla shareholders might have just gone away because we have some major news from the man himself. And this comes from a time that Tesla stock has fallen down to some of the lowest prices that we have ever seen. And some of the reasons people are frustrated with Elon Musk is that many believe he has completely taken attention away from Tesla to spend the majority of his time at Twitter. Not only that, but Elon being involved with Twitter has also caused him to sell some of his Tesla shares in order to prevent Twitter from going bankrupt. So this, plus the fact that Elon has been more political than ever and trolling everyone on Twitter, has caused many investors to just completely give up on the stock and Tesla as a company. But these concerns might actually go away very soon, and we soon might finally see that relief rally that we have been waiting for Tesla stock. Because Elon Musk just posted a poll asking people if they think he should step down from Twitter and basically replace himself as CEO. And he said that he would abide by the results of the poll. And so far, we have majority of people saying yes to him stepping down as CEO. So I want you to tell me down in the comments below, do you think it's a good idea for Elon to step down from Twitter as CEO so he can focus his time on Tesla and his other companies? Let me know down in the comments below. Now, he has also said, be careful what you wish for because you might just get it. Now, politics and drama aside, I think this is a great catalyst for Tesla, as a lot of people didn't really like his attention being taken away from Tesla for so long. And I think that the day-to-day should be replaced by someone else, and even if it doesn't free up that much time, I think it's going to give investors a lot more of a feeling of safety that his attention is where it needs to be, on his companies that are not including Twitter. And I think that this will be a huge boost to Tesla stock. Now, of course, the fundamentals have been great for Tesla as well. But on the other side, the long-term potential of Twitter is something that investors still do not understand. You see, Elon's main focus for Twitter is to make Twitter the everything app. And this is something that I have talked about plenty of times before. He wants to make Twitter a platform we can use for payments, shopping, and become all of that, plus a social media platform that we can use without having to worry about being blocked or getting restricted because someone gets offended over a simple tweet. And that's something that short-term investors are not able to see. And it's really unfortunate because Tesla's fundamentals are still stronger than ever. And we know that one of the reasons of why Tesla is down is because of the drama that Elon has brought up to himself with Twitter. And it has affected everyone as a Tesla shareholder, and this is also relevant to us because yes, it's brought nothing but pain, but remember that this is not the only reason why Tesla stock has been down. And be sure to stick with me here because going forward, we need to look at one important economic data going into 2023, and it definitely contributes to the downfall in a significant way. And this is also going to be important going into the next 3 to 6 months. So as we all know from previous CPI data, inflation has indeed peaked in June. We can see that the price for used cars and trucks continues its significant decline as the supply chain starts to ease up. Plus, deflationary spending in general continues to increase, and prices like food and gas were also down all across in November, compared to the previous months. Now, the Federal Reserve has just raised interest rates by 50 basis points or 0.5%, and the Fed funds rate is now standing between 4.2% to 4.5%. And by looking at the economic projections graph, basically this data shows their current revised projections and their current interest rates peak at 5.1% in 2023, as opposed to their previous estimations of 4.6%. So that means that we're going to see about 60 more points of basis rate hikes to go into the upcoming FOMC meetings. And the next ones are going to be on the 31st of January, and the next one will be on the 21st of March. So those are the meetings happening early next year. And since there is some time between the Fed receiving the full impact from the rate hikes, the Fed has also revised their forecast for the US GDP, which is going to decline for the year 2023 because higher rate hikes means less money in the system and the economy will slow down. And second, they foresee the unemployment rate to go up in 2023. And not only that, but they also foresee the core PCE inflation to be lower in the long run because higher rates will lead to lower demand and lesser purchases from consumers. And now that's how the economy is supposedly going to look for the first half of 2023. But there's one more thing that we should be looking forward to as Tesla investors on the first half of 2023, because this is going to increase the numbers for Tesla as they get more and more record-breaking quarters. And one of the catalysts that many people are not paying attention to is the upcoming US federal tax credit. Well, as sales of EVs continue to climb, which will eventually make gasoline cars obsolete, many new people are going to be able to qualify for the new federal tax credit to buy Teslas. So on January 1st of next year, both versions of the Tesla's Model Ys should be eligible for the $7,500 tax credit. And the Model Y is by far their best-selling EV in the US, so that gives Tesla a really big advantage. And this will only increase Tesla's demand in the EV market and increase profits as we head into 2023. And I'm not going to even talk about the buyback anymore because that should be obvious. And we can clearly see that it wouldn't hurt for Elon to be doing a few things on purpose in order for Tesla to do their stock buyback at a much cheaper price. And this catalyst will also be huge once we get the official announcement. And again, as a Tesla shareholders, I feel like we should focus on fundamentals and ignore what the media is saying, and we should probably also ignore what Elon is saying, or just ignore when Elon is being Elon. Because we have the semi-truck deliveries, Q4 estimates with 40% growth year over year. We also have a possible new Gigafactory. We have the tax credits next year, and we also have the Cybertruck getting ready for deliveries next year. But here's where it's important to remember that you do control what you do with the information, and if you feel like Elon is causing irreversible harm to Tesla and you think the long-term thesis for Tesla is now broken, well, basically there's a fundamental change in the business is what you're saying, then it could make sense for you to sell if that is your plan. And if you feel like there is a fundamental change and Tesla can no longer recover from that. Now, I'm not telling you what to do, but it is something to think about. And I will tell you what I think and what I'm going to do in just a second here. But I'm just kind of letting you kind of see all the sides here. So on the flip side, if you think that Elon is not hurting Tesla in the long term, this is just more of a short-term problem and some short-term pain because it is not a long-term problem, then maybe it's just time to just relax and maybe dollar cost average a little bit and not even worry about it, or maybe just go on a vacation or whatever, or maybe it's a golden opportunity to add more shares, and as Tesla continues to fall, then it could just maybe be a golden opportunity for you to add more shares as Tesla continues to fall, and that is completely up to you and how you feel about it. And again, how I feel about Tesla is that this is not a fundamental change that has happened to Tesla. There haven't been any terrible quarters happening to Tesla. There has not been a significant shift in Tesla's business. In fact, this is just Elon being Elon and everyone being over dramatic about it. So as of now, I have been adding on weakness because as of now, it has nothing to do with the fundamentals of Tesla. But apart from that, do you think that Elon stepping down as Twitter CEO is a big catalyst for Tesla? And do you think that this would be a good thing for the future of social media or censorship or freedom of speech? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Also, be sure to follow me on Twitter and on Instagram, and do not forget to give this video a like and subscribe for more content. Until next time.